this morning. Of course, I'm listening intently again. Adrian, good morning.
Good morning.
Adrian brought up some very important points this morning. As a matter of fact, and I was listening when he said one of the most important things that we need to do is first educate our people. One of the things that has been in the news for some time, and people talk about it all the time, is the B average, I think it is. They say that of the schools now, the education, I think they say that it's a B average, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, the national average, the exam average.
I think, Chrissy, though, that is ridiculous. Let me tell you why I say that. And I'm not saying this, I'm saying this for, and I hope some persons who need to hear this are listening. Critically so, because one of the things is I'm still wondering what measuring stick they're using to determine if it's simply by the national exam. Here's why I say that. How do you expect different students from different schools with different booklets to have the same results for all of the exams in the country? It's just ridiculous. It just can't work. It just can't. When I learned this, I realized this after a couple of parents who transferred their kids from one school to the other school on a different family island or in Nassau. When they got to Nassau, they needed a different booklet.
But you know, the family islands average a C. But the schools in Nassau average an E, so you put an E and a C together, you get the D.
Yeah, but the thing about it is...
Now you get X.
But Chrissy, it makes no sense if it is not uniform.
But let me ask you, and this is something when maybe this is a show we need to do again, when I brought on the folks from testing and evaluation. One of the things we were talking about is the fact that if a test is standardized, the key meaning of standardized means booklets should be the same, curricula should be the same. Everything must be in order. Everyone learned, because like when I took GCEs, we competed with all of the Caribbean and the UK. It was standardized.
Yeah, but now, and I'm saying, but I'm not talking off the top of my head. I've spoken to parents who said, "Oh,
So the books are different.
It's an entirely different booklet. Because the booklets, what he have in Grand Bahama ain't the same as this."
And Marvin, having been in the system, it is my belief that the booklets are all supposed to be the same. For example,
it's supposed to be standardized.
Right. For example, if you are taking the social studies BJC exam in grade 9, every student is supposed to be studying from a book known as The Making of the Bahamas by Don Maple. You know, so
Adrian.
Who's the book by?
Don Maple.
Yeah.
Is that a Bahamian?
I literally know of situations where some students actually got some of those books and they never used them.
Okay then.
Never used them.
Let's talk education, guys. While I have you on the line, let's talk education.
Yeah.
And again, I will admit I am highly critical of the fact that we're churning out illiterates in great numbers every June. You see these folks who cannot fill out a simple application like the late Norman Solomon used to tell me, "Christy, I don't hire anybody in my stores unless they can tell me 10% or 100. And many people can't do that. And so what are we doing that's wrong? What is the curricula challenges? What are the curricular challenges? Let me get my Latin right. Curricula plural, right? Curriculum singular. So what are we missing if we keep churning out people who can't function literacy and numeracy? What's going on?
You demand it every day, when the house is about to go in, you always demand it. One of the things we first have to establish is order. There is no order. You understand what I'm saying? If it is jumbled up, how do you expect it to work right?
So how do we unjumble it, Marvin? I'm sure that we all see that the path that we're on isn't working.
But for one, Marvin, I'm sure you would know that these days, as in times before, and I know I experienced it growing up on the island, discipline is definitely lacking in the school system. And that lack of discipline definitely. But I also have I remember in Long Island, right? Growing up, I was taught my timetable from 2 to 13.
We used to sing that every morning.
And yeah, I remember being in grade 2, and I don't know what happened. I thought it was just joking and stalking around the place, and I, for some reason, couldn't tell my free timetable. And when my father was in Long Island, and my grandfather was there as well, and they put a cut backside on me that night. They said, and from then to now, I never forgot it.
Beating was the motivator for you?
I wouldn't say beating was the motivator.
You don't have to ask.
I would say that it showed me how disappointed they were in me, that they taught me that, and I didn't know. And it was one aspect of discipline that really helped to enforce in my mind that, hey, this is what you need. I remember, my grandfolks, for example, going to school for report cards, dressing in their best outfits. This is not seen today in New Providence.
Parents, don't pick up your report
No, I don't pick it up, but when they come, they're coming, the leg pump shorts and the rest of it.
And an attitude and showing some stuff that just don't need to be on the school campus.
And we were more or less afraid of getting G's, you know?
But one point that you mentioned, Adrian, also, and that is very critical, and that is our representation. Right. I believe that it is high time now that and this is not something that can be implemented, but persons in our country, the voters in our country, the citizens who go to the polls, they need to start voting for their the persons who they are going to elect rather than voting for the party that the persons are representing. Mm-hmm. And by the same token, on the other side of that fence, parliamentarians need to stop just representing parties and start representing people. Mm-hmm. Because they're elected to represent their constituents, not their political parties.
Let me ask both of you this, and I hold no brief for the NDP, but I think what they did when they were choosing their candidates, how they went in the community, people put their names in the pot, and they decided. It's not just the National General Council of a party or whatever council of a party deciding. The community puts forth the person. I mean, that seems...
Okay, I'm going to add lashes, lip blush, everything, and I'll be back with the final look. Okay, thanks. Okay, this is the final look. Whitening the corner of the eyes and like a turquoise, greeny kind of color to the corners, and then brown, and then add black to the corners, and I use my concealer as a highlight. So this is the look. I have pictures at the end for you. Thanks so much for watching.